channel, Proclamation Trucker. Time for another installment on the history video series. Today we'll be covering the Proclamation of 1763. Did my first videos. I covered the timeline of the Revolutionary War, and then my last video actually got into the started to get into the separate incidences that led up to the Revolutionary War. Last video was on the 7 Years' War. Britain emerged victorious in the 7-Year War and pretty much took control of the majority of North America areas that French controlled. Britain emerged victorious. However, Britain's dominance in North America created new problems for her, which she unsuccessfully attempted to solve through the Royal Proclamation of 1763. The Royal Proclamation of 1763 resulted directly from the 7 Years' War. I came to find out there was a lot on the Proclamation of 1763 that had to do with Canada. You got to take into consideration at this time Britain controlled the colonies in what is now the United States, and they also controlled the provinces in Canada. So during this time, the colonies in Canada are basically all territories, or I guess you'd say territories of England. My main focus is on what happens here in what is now the United States, and what leads up to our Revolutionary War, where we gained our independence and became our own nation. All kinds of information. Got a little bit from Wikipedia, but I don't really like using Wikipedia to get my information. I like to try to make sure I get sources a little more conservative point of view, a little more of the true story. Before 1763, the colonists largely accepted Parliament's right, Britain's Parliament, to take action on their behalf. After 1763, Parliament's actions appeared to clash with the colonists' interests. King George III issued the Royal Proclamation October 7, 1763, at the end of the 7 Years' War. Many wealthy speculators held land west of what became the Proclamation line. When the Proclamation of 1763 was signed and introduced, many of them believed it was going to be a temporary, while others felt annoyed and threatened by Britain's heavy-handed intervention in the colonial affairs, and the Proclamation line can be considered the first of Britain's policies that would put the colonies on the path of revolution. Subscribers, the more I'm getting into this, I knew there was a lot into leading up to the war, and each little incident had what led up to the incidences and why they came about, and the little nicks in each one of them. But I am just mind-boggled on the information. This is only the first, I guess this would be actually the first step to make the colonists a little irate. The Proclamation line was actually intended to, it prevented the colonists from further expanding westward, and it was a line approximately on the west side. Oh, excuse me, got the hiccups. On the west side of the Appalachian Mountains. It kind of split Quebec, and to this day, there are natives that still say that line is in effect. But the colonists, after the war, the colonists thought, hey, this is a godsend. We get all this land to expand and explore and be a great nation. The Proclamation of 1763 drew that line. Now, Britain, the governing body of the colonies at the time, said you could not gain west of this line. You cannot go west of this line and expand. Many colonists thought, hey, it's going to be too restraining. It's going to make large cities, overpopulation, crowding, lack of resources, and they wanted to continue to expand westward, and which many of them went ahead and still did. That's the gist of the Proclamation. This is another, I could go on, I could probably get a week's worth of videos every day on just this. But we're going to leave this at that, leave Proclamation 1763 here, and we're going to go on to the next incident that kind of incited the colonists, and that is April 5th, 1764, the Sugar Act. Will be the next step in inciting the colonists. Hope you stay tuned for the next video. I hope you hit that thumbs up. If you haven't done so, hit that bell, get the notifications, and we will catch you on the next video.